Hello and welcome again to GT Way. I've got a series of graphs for you guys yet again to show that we're just ahead of Williams. We're keeping it alive. The GT Way Academy dreams are surviving. And guess what? Today's race is gonna be in Spain. And guess what Spain rhymes with? Pain. So, back to graphs. We've fallen a little bit, but in a weird way, is that blue bar like potential? It seems we're behind Williams anyway. So, in Aero, our car is even farther behind now. Please note, I don't know, there isn't really too much more I could have done. Our durability is still great. We're leading most of the field, except for Red Bull. We should be just about right on par with them if we get that upgrade through. The overall development cycle is not looking great. As you can see, Aston Martin and the rest of the teams have really taken off, and Williams is catching up fast. Now, I've got a theory that the game doesn't actually have good AI. It just cheats for AI, like Civ does. Anyway, we're into qualifying. That's a little bit early on the brakes, but not too bad. We do drop into 17th. And I feel like, so getting back to my earlier theory, and not terrible, but still a bit too early for braking. We do still take it. Yeah, that kind of supports my theory. So that's not great braking, but like, and I'm not really that great. I still feel like I'm only able to race like 31 and 41 tier AI, but the AI with my development, where I should have no aero. I'm competing with Red Bull right now in that qualifying. Well, I screw up this corner, but I'm competing with Red Bull in the corners with no aero, basically. I've got Williams aero. A paper in Germany made fun of Williams for having like the least porpoising. Oops, that's a terrible mistake, but we kind of charged through it and into 9th. Yeah, a paper in Germany made fun of Williams for having the least porpoising because it also had the least downforce, so it couldn't produce enough downforce to cause the porpoising. Like, okay, getting into the race. I'll return to this subject after we get past the start. And lights out, and away we go. The AI have a godly launch as always, but I'm able to sort of poke my nose on the outside. The AI have a little bit of difficulty dealing with keeping speed on corners. They're very weird about it. Their cars either they brake really early or they just send it and lock up. I don't know. I feel like maybe I gotta get into higher level AI or race against higher level AI. Ooh, now that was a nice nice save. Do you see that? Ran into the back of Verstappen, lost the rear end, applied massive opposite lock, and then rotated into the direction the car was moving slowly enough that I could save the move. And we've maintained the starting position that we started this race in. Anyway, as you can see, this is the worst aero. I'm driving in the car with the worst aero, and look at that. Easily catching up in every corner. Like, now wait for it. This is gonna display the largest amount of cheating on the AI's part. Well, it should. Right now it isn't. I guess I'm using battery, and that's actually allowing me to catch. But that's the whole point, or that's what my run at the campaign is about. I'm trying to maximize the amount of engine horsepower, engine power in my car to combat the AI's just like blatant, just extreme straight line speed. I'm not sure if it becomes apparent in this race. We're gonna have to keep watching, but later on, it just becomes frustrating. There's almost nothing you can really do against it. And honestly, if I were you, a regular guy watching my channel, or a regular guy who just drives, just turn up that those modifiers, because really your only chance, if you're gonna develop a car normally, is gonna be to really send it around corners and hope for the best, because your car is almost always gonna be down on speed. But we do, if you had noticed earlier, we absolutely wrecked Verstappen. Though here we got wrecked by Norris. Verstappen, we had an incredible launch and just dove ahead of him. Norris, we did not, and as you can see, we have lots of ground. Not too bad though. As you can see, the AI brake real early, so we catch up real easily. Hopefully, we can turn this into something. We're looking. Norris is leaving the outside. Oh, he's starting to defend the outside. He moves a little bit on the braking. It sets us off, but we're able to keep our nose in and power through. We actually don't go in too deep. Norris backs out behind us, as you can tell from the white arrow turning, or the red arrow turning white, showing that he backed out of the corner as I sent it up on the inside. We didn't actually even extend past the corner. He could have gone inside, but it's just, that's how clean. Oh, that wasn't clean. So, can we make up anything here? We rejoin a little cleanly and a little dirty. We kind of cut off Aaaaaaaaand, but we're just going to pretend it didn't happen and continue. As you can see, red arrow, he's still alongside. We give him room, and then we take it away. As the red arrow turns to white, we don't need to leave him the space. The space. You always need to leave the space. How does Alonso say it? I wish I could do accents. Anyway, not bad on braking. We take a little too much sausage. The car rotates a little too much right, but we save it. And we're having, I don't know, a bit of a time trying to use the gearbox to save us from taking too much sausage here. Going deep on that corner. Aaaaaaaaand behind is catching, but Alonso is growing larger in our front view. Look at that. Aaaaaaaaand losing time. We take this corner pretty well. That is nearly DRS for us on Alonso. Alonso is stuck behind Gasly. I know the feeling. Done that many times in this campaign so far. Even in the co-op campaign, Gasly is just a monster to be behind. And we've caught up. Let's see if we can use DRS efficiently and hopefully get to points. Bottas looks like he could be on the cards. It doesn't seem like there's much more than 8th place to get here though. So we engage ERS and DRS, and let's see, we're starting to gain a little bit on Alonso. They're in a DRS train. It looks like Bottas and Ricciardo going side by side into the first corner. We dive on Alonso. Alonso doesn't defend. We go up on the inside into the outside, following right in front of Alonso behind Pierre Gasly. Pierre Gasly braking a little early. We brake a little bit late. We're bringing it up right onto his rear, and we're looking for the move. Can we do it around the outside? No, we're still a little too far behind. Engaging ERS again to get a little boost and try and get us closer so that maybe we can have a look somewhere. Probably on this straight. We get DRS here. We don't have much ERS, so hopefully the DRS boost will be enough. We engage ERS late and DRS late as well. We don't really benefit off of it. Gasly doesn't really need to cover the inside, or the outside. We do end up sensing the weakness, and Gasly is not going to give it up that easily. He goes around on the outside. We take the inside into the chicane. We're following up on Bottas and Ricciardo, but it looks like it's only going to be a 10th place finish. Not too bad at all. We did lose 2 places in the spin, but I think with a little bit more precision, we could have done better here today. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching this. I'm feeling a lot more confident commentating. Hopefully those watching think I am doing a better job. I feel like I'm doing it a little better. As you can see, we fraud our spots are out of like 200,000, picking Yuki Tsunoda. He just hasn't been anywhere in the championship. Anyway, hope you liked it, and see you next time.